Getty Images. Vertigo 1. Ready Player One. Ernest Cline. Amazon.com. This year's Steven Spielberg blockbuster movie catapulted the 2011 sci-fi novel back to the top of the fiction charts. Set in 2045. Inside a virtual utopia called Oasis, teen Wade Watts pursues a series of 80s-themed puzzles in order to unlock massive power and fortune, if he can beat out the thousands of other competitors in search of the same prize. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Advertisement. Continue reading below. 2. Little Fires Everywhere. Celesting. Amazon.com. $15.65. This witty and wise novel is about to get the Big Little Lies treatment, with Reese Witherspoon and Kerry Washington set to star in an upcoming Hulu limited series. The Perfect Book Club. Red explores the power of motherhood as a picture-perfect suburban family becomes intertwined with an enigmatic single mom and her teenage daughter that threaten to upend their placid Cleveland suburb. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Advertisement. Continue reading below. 3. The Woman in the Window, a novel. A.J. Finn. Amazon.com. $16.42. Anna Fox is trapped in her New York City home, a victim of her own agoraphobia, but her days spent watching old Hitchcock movies and drinking wine soon feature some ingenious twists of their own when she spies a crime happening in the window of a neighboring townhouse. You'll want to read this Gillian Flynn-esque thriller before an Amy Adams-led blockbuster hits the silver screen next fall. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Advertisement. Continue reading below. 4. The President is Missing, a novel. Bill Clinton. Write a presidential-themed political thriller than an actual president? Bill Clinton teamed up with prolific author James Patterson to pen this fast-paced and terrifying account of espionage, cyber terror, and a threat that endangers all of America. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Advertisement. Continue reading below. 5. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. It's hard to believe the beloved wizarding series just turned 20, but it's all too easy to get wrapped up in the magical world of Hogwarts when a mysterious letter introduces an 11-year-old Harry Potter to wands, spells, and Bertie Bott's every flavor beans. Kindle readers, check out the newly illustrated, in-motion version that features additional art and animation that presents a childhood classic in a whole new light. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Advertisement. Continue reading below. 6. The Great Alone, a novel. Kristen Hanna. Amazon.com. When a former POW returns from Vietnam, the traumatized man impulsively decides to move his family to the last frontier, the indomitable Alaska wilderness. His wife, Cora, and daughter, Lenny, must then come to terms with the danger from both outside their home and within. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Advertisement. Continue reading below. 7. The Outsider, a novel. Stephen King. Amazon.com. $17.14. A gruesome crime has Flint City residents pointing fingers at an unmistakable suspect, the town's beloved Little League coach Terry Maitland. Despite the eyewitnesses, fingerprints, and DNA evidence, Maitland has an alibi. Soon Detective Ralph Anderson uncovers answers even more unsettling than first imagined. Stephen King draws on both intricately plotted crime and supernatural horror for a book that lives up to his strange and riveting tales of years past. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Advertisement. Continue reading below. 8. Before We Were Yours, a novel. Lisa Wingate. Amazon.com. Based on a notorious real-life scandal. 5 siblings home alone on their family's Mississippi River boat on a stormy night in 1939 find themselves wrenched from their surroundings and thrust into cruel orphanage. Despite a promised reunion with their parents, the Foss family discovers a world filled with much more danger and uncertainty than their magical life on the river led on. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Advertisement. Continue reading below. 9. Crazy Rich Asians, Kevin Kwan. Amazon.com. $12. In case you missed it, this New York Times best-selling novel hit the big screen this year in a lavish film, and for the first time in years, a majority Asian American cast. When NYU professor Rachel Chu agrees to visit her boyfriend's Singaporean family, the Meet the Parents moment turns into sudden realization that Nick came from a less humble background than he let on. We're talking private planes, palaces, and the very tricky obstacle course of finding acceptance in the world of old money and high society. Advertisement, continue reading below. Advertisement, continue reading below 10. The Handmaid's Tale, Margaret Atwood, Amazon.com. Originally published in 1985, this dystopian tale of a male-run totalitarian society feels more relevant than ever, and we're not just talking about the Hulu series with Elizabeth Moss. With a third season in the works and a new sequel from Margaret Atwood set for release next September, it's not too late to catch up on this chilling reminder of how fragile the rights we take for granted can be. Advertisement, continue reading below. Advertisement, continue reading below. 1. Fire and Fury, Inside the Trump White House. Michael Wolff, Amazon.com. Michael Wolff penned Amazon's best-selling non-fiction book of the year after gaining extraordinary behind-the-scenes access during the first 9 months of the new White House administration. Advertisement, continue reading below. Advertisement, continue reading below. 2. Girl, Wash Your Face, Stop Believing the Lies About Who You Are So You Can Become Who You Were Meant to Be. Rachel Hollis, Amazon.com. $13.79. Founder of TheChickSite.com, Rachel Hollis tackles previously held misconceptions that left her feeling overwhelmed and unworthy, breaking down each falsehood with her trademark humor and direct advice for readers looking for a joy-filled life. Advertisement, continue reading below. Advertisement, continue reading below. 3. Fear, Trump in the White House. Bob Woodward, Amazon.com. You'll notice a theme here. Political books reigned the charts this year, including this installment on the Trump White House from the famous Watergate Porter. Advertisement, continue reading below. Advertisement, continue reading below. 4. 12 Rules for Life, An Antidote to Chaos. Jordan B. Peterson, Amazon.com. $13.99. This self-help book from right-wing psychologist Jordan Peterson has held on to a spot in the bestseller lists amidst controversy. Advertisement, continue reading below. Advertisement, continue reading below. 5. Becoming Michelle Obama, Amazon.com. The former First Lady chronicles her most formative experiences, from growing up on the south side of Chicago to living at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, in this deeply personal and inspiring memoir. Read more about MO, who's also Good Housekeeping's January cover star, in this exclusive interview. Advertisement, continue reading below. Advertisement, continue reading below. 6. The Subtle Art of Not Giving. AF*CK, a counterintuitive approach to living a good life. Mark Manson, Amazon.com. $14.99. Blogger Mark Manson says, "Screw you," and other, more profane versions of that, to the typical espousements of positivity in a life advice book that's all about embracing the very faults and anxieties we fear the most. Advertisement, continue reading below. Advertisement, continue reading below. 7. A Higher Loyalty. Truth, Lies, and Leadership. James Comey, Amazon.com. $16. Another Day, another bombshell book about what's going in D.C. Former FBI Director James Comey opens up about some of the most monumental and controversial moments of his career, from prosecuting the mafia and Martha Stewart to overseeing some of the most consequential investigations of the 2016 election. Advertisement, continue reading below. Advertisement, continue reading below. 8. Educated, a memoir. Tara Westover, Amazon.com. Growing up in a rural survivalist family, Tara Westover first set foot in classroom at age 17. Her brave and true story of how she ultimately obtained a PhD from Cambridge University also earned a top spot as Amazon editor's pick of the year. Educated is a rare gem of a memoir, Amazon senior book editor Chris Schloop said in a statement. It surprises and inspires, and we want to tell everyone, read this book. Advertisement, continue reading below. Advertisement, continue reading below. 9. You Are a Badass, How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life. Amazon.com. Success coach Jen Sincero delivers a pep talk on how to imagine the not-yet reality into the present. Conveniently broken up into 27 bite-sized chapters for mini doses of motivation. Advertisement, continue reading below. Advertisement, continue reading below. 10. How to Win Friends and Influence People. Dale Carnegie, Amazon.com. Originally published in 1936, this is the oldest entry on the list, but Dale Carnegie's advice on interpersonal skills ultimately enabled him to win over more than 15 million readers. Advertisement, continue reading below.